Hi everybody. Okay, I'm doing this video from the Eaton Center today, and I just came from seeing Hannah Arendt at the Visa screening room. Film directed by Margarethe von Trotta, German director, and starring the legendary goddess actress Barbara Sukowa as Hannah Arendt, the real-life German Jewish philosopher and political theorist. Okay, those long-winded terms may sound boring, but this movie was anything but. And I am just completely in awe of Barbara Sukowa. I've seen her in a couple of films. I saw her in Vision a couple of years ago at Tiff, and I saw her in a Rainer Werner Fassbinder classic, Berlin Alexanderplatz, which my husband rented for me a couple of years ago. And this is a movie. It's a legendary movie. I think it has like 6 parts or something like that. It's like a mega movie made for German TV. But anyway, I don't want to get off track here. I want to concentrate on Hannah Arendt because it was just an absolutely magnificent film, directorially, and her as an actress portraying Hannah Arendt. I knew nothing about her before this movie started. Like I said, Hannah Arendt was a German Jew who escaped the Nazis. She, I believe, was living in France when the Nazis invaded, and she was put into a detention camp in France, but she and her husband escaped, and they managed to get to the States on visas. So she escaped the camps. But anyway, the part of her life that this movie focuses on is the Eichmann trial in Jerusalem. I guess it took place in the 50s or 60s, I'm not sure exactly when. But it was, she covered it for the New Yorker. She went there and she wrote about the trial. And she was a student of the philosopher Martin Heidegger, and they were also lovers. But the movie focuses on, she wrote this piece about the Eichmann trial for the New Yorker, and she also wrote a book. And she was just hated by so many Jews because she took the position that some Jews, some of the Jewish leaders in that time actually kind of went along with the Nazis and allowed what took place to the Jews, the extermination of the Jews, to happen. They were kind of complicit in it. She doesn't excuse the Nazis for their behavior, but she was of the opinion that many Jews were complicit in it, and she was just like completely blackballed, hated, despised. She really went through a really tough time. And I know a person like me is small potatoes compared to a brilliant mind and philosopher like Hannah Arendt, but I couldn't help but think of my own experiences of receiving hate for things I have written myself in my size acceptance blog. I came under fire a couple of times for positions that I took, and it's not a comfortable place to be. It's not a good feeling. It's when you're under attack by a lot of people and sort of pressured to change, you feel the pressure to change your views, to make peace, and so the people will leave you alone. This movie dealt with a lot of that kind of thing, and she definitely went through that. She was, they tried to fire her from her job as a professor. She lost a lot of friends, very dear friends, over this. And she paid the price for her views, but she was a very, very strong-minded, courageous woman, and she refused to back down. She refused to change her view. She spoke the truth as she saw it, and she's just an amazingly admirable woman. I've got to read more about her. I've got to find out more about this woman. And I just have to talk about Barbara Sukowa because she was like, I was just in awe of this woman. I mean, Meryl Streep is small potatoes compared to this woman. I mean, come on now. She's a legend. I mean, I don't want to diminish Meryl Streep's acting ability or her accolades or anything like that. but it kind of galls me when an American actress like Meryl Streep gets all this praise and all this attention, and somebody like Barbara Sukowa, well, she's European, internationally she's very well known, but in the States not as well known. It's just not fair. I mean, she's you know, a titan in acting terms, and so I just really want to acknowledge that incredible performance. She was just amazing, and the relationship between her and her husband was so cute and sweet. The actor who played her husband reminded me a lot of the British actor Tom Wilkinson. It wasn't him, but he looked like a dead ringer for him. I've got to find out his name, and I'll put it on the information for you. But they had amazing chemistry, the two of them, and they obviously had a great marriage, a great relationship. He was like her rock, and she was, you know, they just loved each other enormously, and you know, that really came through in the movie. And she was she was a chain smoker, always with a cigarette in her hand. And the director, Margarethe von Trotta, and actress Barbara Sukowa were there at the screening. And Barbara Sukowa said that the real Hannah Arendt actually died with a cigarette in her hand. That's how much of a diehard smoker that she was. So anyway, this film was just fantastic. You know, giving it 2 thumbs up is not enough praise. It was just a masterpiece. Great film. I urge all of you to see it. Don't be put off by the heavy subject matter, the political kind of subject matter, because it'll move you. It's definitely worth seeing. It's about a woman who, fiercely intellectual, brilliant, strong, courageous woman. She's a role model for all of us, women and men, and definitely girls should be seeing this movie. You know, to have somebody to model themselves after, because she was truly an incredible person. So anyway, that's my quick review of Hannah Arendt. I'm going to be going to see A Royal Affair next at Visa Screening Room, which I'm looking forward to because my buddy Mads Mikkelsen is in it. I love him. And so that should be really good. So I'll do a review of that when it's done. Okay, Hannah Arendt, fabulous. Talk to you later.